La Yashala. Imagine, which means to stand. Wapani Hakodam, face the east. All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'ah, Watazak, Hayah, Asher, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Thundernawa, Lakum, Kol, Yabum, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawatna, Slide, Kawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawatnawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah, Sa one, a ball, Oshinawa, Mayan, Rye, Kiyah, Ka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wataparak, La Olamni, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, so be it. Amen. Psalms, chapter 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tuzalka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakakak, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Saba'atka, Wawa'atka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai, Awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Hakah, power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Babakashah, Nathanlanawa, Hakah, La'fa'ah, Kal Machala, Kal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamathim, Hamathazarian, Hakak, Lahakim, Hamathim, Hakak, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarishan, Bashem Yahushai, Tawada Aman. The power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, our King, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in Hebrew, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Rakanawa, Wayasha'Allah, Wahabayath, Sapari, Barak, Rafa'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. For those on social media, if you have a loved one, type their name in the chat and we will repeat. All right? Otherwise, Yahweh, Yahushua, the angels, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, all of Israel, all those dead of Israel, may they rise again, right, in the kingdom. All right. Bashem Yahushua, Tawada Aman. Bless Israel in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Yasha'Allah in the school. Bless him who shall protect loved ones. In the name of Yahushua, our king, thank you, so be it. Psalms 83. Psalms chapter 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Ata Karash, Wa'ata Shakwat, All Kayahana, Awapika, Yahweh Yawan, Ra'ash, Amika, Yarayama, Sawata, Beta Yatazawa, Ata the Pawandika, Amara, Nakawa, Nakakidam, Wagoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Ida, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, Lapa, Katwa, Alika, Barayak, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawum, Waya Shamai, Alayam, Moawa, Wagarian, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Palashat, Amishabia, Chazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Manyalawat, Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadia, Kasiyasara'a, Kayabian, Manakol, Salah. Hayawa, Zaman, La'adama, Shatamba, Nada, Ya Mawa, Kaira, Ukazaba, Ukazabak, Ukazazor, Benai, Karnasel, Kumba, Ashar, Amara, Narisha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shatamba, Kagogala, Kakwash, Panya, Baraka, Ka'ash, the Baria Ira, Wakalafa, Talahat, Hori, Hankar Dakna, Saraka, Basuapatka, Talahum, Mala'a, Payahum, Palawan, Waya, Bafashwa, Shika, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya Bahal, Ai, Waya Kapara, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Taya Atha, Shaka, Yahweh, Labatka, Ayawan, Alka Horakaza. In English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace to be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off and be a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines of the habitants of Tyre. Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make the nobles like Orib, and like Zeb, yea, are the princes as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession, O my power, make them like a wheel as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. ISUPK power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, by prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Hazakamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, and the space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way. And try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues take the house of the thief and the murderer, Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down from flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. All right. Sorry, which means to turn in Hebrew. Salaki. Yeshabium, which means to be seated. All right. Nah, that's not. All right. All right. Well, first things first. Shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shai Brakatam to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Alatah Shemel Shai to the sisters. All right. Officer Maccabia, Officer 5000. Maccabia out here in Minnesota. ISBK, of course. Let's see here. All right. We are going to get into the Hebrew. 7 verses as always. So this portion right here. This is a Sabbath service, by the way. So we have a class portion and we have a service portion, okay? So we are going to go into the actual Hebrew. I recommend every brother or sister as well, or brother and sister, to download what is called a Bible Strong's, otherwise a Bible Concordance, right? And I spoke about this on Friday. Also, too, you have another one too, which is called the Hebrew and Greek Interlinear Bible. All right, it's where you can actually see the actual Hebrew, okay, and follow along with all the precepts that we read during Sabbath service or any other class. All right, so give me 1 second here. Let me see something. All right, that's too wild. That's too wild. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let me see something. All right, so yeah, we are in Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 15 through 21. So 7 verses, which is on the screen. You can follow along. So not only are we going to read into the Hebrew, but we are also going to get into the English as well. All right, so let's get it right now. So this is Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 15. Okay. Sorry. Bathadia, Ath, Aratazah, Matazarium, Shamama, Wanashama, Aratazah, Salaki, let me see. Mala'ah. But Salaki, Kawathia. Ath, Call, Yawashabia, Ba'ah, Wawa'idya, Kaya, Anya, Yahweh. Verse 16. Koyana, Haya'ah, Wakwana wa. It's like it. Wakwana wa. Yeah. Wakwana wa. It's like that's a tongue twister. Banawath. Hagalium. The Quana. The Quana. Awatha. Al. Matazarium. Wa'al. Kol. Hamawana. Takakwana. Awatha. Again. Na'am. Adunya. Yahweh. Verse 17. Wahaya. Oh, it's like Bashathia. There we go. Bashathia. Asherah. Shana. Bakamash. Bakashah. Ashar. Lakadash. Haya. Dabar. Yahweh. Alia. Laamar. Verse 18. Ban. Adam. Naha. Al. Hamawan. Matazarian. Wayaratya. Awatha. Wababanath. Wababanath, which is daughters. Gawam. Idram. Al. Arataza. The Kathiawath. Ath. Yavaratya. Yavaratya. Bawar. Verse 19. Mamya. Na'imath. Radah. Wahashakab. Ath. Aralium. Verse 20. Verse 20. Bathawak. Kalaya. It's like Kalal. Karab. Yapalawa. Karab. Nathan. Meshachwa. Awatha. Wakal. Hamawananya. Hamawananya. Yadabarwa. Laya, Alia, Gabarium, Mathawak, Shawal, Ath, Izararwa, Yeratwa, Shakapwa, Ha'arium, Kalal, Karab. And that's it. Clap it up. All right, that was 7 verses. Wasn't too bad. Most High in Christ to that. All right, so we are going to get into, once again, 7 precepts. But this time it's going to be actually in English. All right. Okay. I see we speedy silence over here. All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me see some. All right, there we go. It looks better. I was looking a little too short over here. All right, let's get it. All right. All right, so once again, Shalom, Israel. I, Yeshua K, I'm the Commander in Yohana. All right. All right, so last week we wasn't actually on the air. We had some other business to take care of. No sweat, but we are back. But the last time that we actually did Sabbath service, we were pretty much still on the same topic. And so as you see, the title is Sabbath service, right? But the swords of the mighty. So we are going to get into the swords of the mighty. And what does that mean? So we are going to dive into that. You know what I mean? This is a little bit about war. That's been the main topic for such a long time because the state of this earth right now is in war. It always has been. It's never stopped. All right, really, it's never stopped. But right now we are going to war. Now we are going to war in many different forms and fashions. Right? There's a physical war, and there's a spiritual war as well. There's a war on your household, your children, your mindset, your emotions, your everyday life. There's things put in place to keep you at the bottom where the oppressor wants you to be. There are things that are holding you down and keeping you in the same spot on purpose. You're trying to succeed, to do better, and to be better. But there are things that are distracting you to keep you in the same spot that you've always been in, and it's called captivity, which is hell, which is oppression. And that's pretty much what's been the main topic for, a couple of months or so, going into these chapters in the book of Ezekiel. Now, certain other things have happened concerning the book of Ezekiel, but now we're getting to the point where we're seeing prophecies happen in front of our faces in real time. So if you are watching this right now, living in 2024, I mean, there are things that are in the Bible that are happening right now that the prophets in that time thought to live to see. All right. Of course, just know that everybody that's in the Bible, as far as the prophets and priests, the Sadducees and Pharisees, and even mentioning any other heathens, they're all here today because nothing is new under the sun, and reincarnation is very much real. There are people that we read about right now that are walking this earth right now. Okay. Now, do we know who Ezekiel is today? No, because you have no remembrance of your past life. Okay. You know what I mean? Ain't no telling who's the disciples. Like name for name. No one knows who John the Baptist is right now. No one knows who, Peter, Paul, Mark, all these people are. But just know that everybody is reincarnated, and we are all here, one way or another. So, besides that, let's get into it, man. Because I don't want to be too long with it. Let me see. Mm-mm. I may also too grab some precepts as well. Let me see. Just give me a moment here, y'all. Bear with me. And by the way, our Facebook at the moment is currently, down because of guidelines based on Facebook. They don't like all the content that we, post or share. So, our Facebook is down at the moment, probably until maybe next week, possibly. But we should be up and running very soon. You can't stop us. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Let me see. So I just want to recap a little bit more. Last time we had this class, we were in Ezekiel verses 8 through 14. So now we're in 15 through 21. But I just want to read up just a little bit so people understand where we were, okay? So, let me see. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go to the eighth verse, all right? This is Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 8. All the bright lights of heaven will I make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, saith the Lord God. So now this is during the time where, okay, this is a prophecy, but the Lord is talking about how he's going to destroy Egypt, in which, as you know, Egypt has been destroyed, meaning that the Most High has, punished the land, punished that place multiple times. It wasn't just once. It wasn't just, back in, the book of Exodus, but it's also mentioned in Ezekiel, and it's also mentioned elsewhere in the Bible, throughout the entire Bible, to be exact, right? So, verse 9, I will also vex the hearts of many people when I shall bring thy destruction among the nations, and to the countries which thou hast not known. So I read that one more time. I will also vex the hearts of many people when I shall bring thy destruction among the nations, and to the countries which thou hast not known. So this means that everyone's going to be vexed. Everyone is going to know. Everyone is going to feel some type of way when they know that this amazing place that is not so amazing anymore has been destroyed. And even for the people that did not know this place, they're going to be vexed in their spirit. They're going to feel some type of way like, damn, like, okay, so since this amazing place got destroyed, what does that mean for the state of us as a country? You know what I mean? As a nation, as a people, what does that mean for us? So in real time, so when we see Israel versus Palestine, I'm probably sure a lot of people were vexed and wondering, like, what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to America? Because everybody loves America because of that American dream, the land of opportunity, right? So they say that American dream is only for a specific type of people. It's not for the people in the ghettos, that's for sure. Because if that American dream was such a dream, you know what I mean, it would be, it would work out for everybody's benefit. But the American dream is only for a specific type of people. And that's going to be for the ones that created it, the oppressor. That's his dream. Just like Martin Luther King had a dream, the white man has a dream too. And his dream is to stay on top, never come down. So if that means that you have to be homeless, there has to be a tent city in the Twin Cities. There has to be, lack of resources, a lot of police brutality going on, crime in your communities in order to keep their suburb communities safe, then yeah, so be it. That's their dream. Their dream is to be on top and not have to work for it, not have to feel guilty or shameful for their actions towards a lesser people. And I'm only speaking about God's chosen people because that's really the real minorities in America and all over the earth, to be exact, not just here, but everywhere else, right? But just like Egypt got destroyed and punished, just know it's going to happen to America as well. It's coming, slowly but surely. You may be sitting back home right now thinking like nothing's going to happen. We're fine. War is not really going to happen or break out in America. No, there will be a time when there's nowhere to run or hide. And just like all the war movies that we see, all the war that we see on TV right now, it's going to happen to a place near you. And when it does happen, are you, as a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian person, man, woman, or child, are you going to be safe? Are you going to be protected? Well, if you want to know, you have to serve the Most High because that is your protection. Now, it's not as simple as that, right? In order to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you really have to know what are they. You have to analyze it. You have to observe what it is. You have to get the spirit, the vibe of it in order to keep it. Otherwise, if you don't know how to keep it, how will you? You have to be taught. All right, just like how you taught to walk, how you taught manners, morals, standards. Some people have it, some people don't. But how you're taught to do certain things is how you're going to have to be taught to keep the law, statutes, and commandments under God, right? You are going to have to learn how to do that. And in ISUK, we are trained professionals. We are not someone just new out here just screaming, yelling on a corner as far as the Bible. We are doing exactly what Ezekiel is doing. Ezekiel prophesied to his people. His words were harsh. His words were not sweet and soft like your pastor, like T.D. Jakes, who talks about, have you ever been swallowed? You know what I mean? Like what? Why is that even, like, what are you talking about? Why are you mentioning swallowing anything? And in a sermon, when this is about God. Like, you should save that conversation for something else, not in God's house. But however, the Christian church is not God's house; it's Satan's house. That's why we say the Christian church is the house of Satan, because nothing that Christians do, nothing that any church does, represents the Most High. Nothing embodies the spirit of the Most High. That's the problem. So we're doing everything that Paul is doing, that Christ did, his disciples did, and those that came before him. That's what we're doing. It's no different. But, of course, your lack of understanding of the Bible, you see something different. You're looking for that Christian man. You're looking for that, pork chop eating pastor. You're looking for that woman deacon. You're also looking for, the Jewish man with the kufis. Where the hell is a kufi in the Bible? You can't pull one precept to prove it. But however, I could prove to you in Ezekiel that he wore a headpiece and how his crown was open. You know what I mean? Because a man's crown is supposed to be open when he prophesies, when he teach. But anyway, that's besides the point. But you get the point. Hopefully you do. I pray you understand. All right. So verse 10. Yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their kings shall be horribly afraid for thee, when I shall brandish my sword before them. Now that's heavy. Because of what happened to Egypt, like, other kings are going to be afraid. You know what I mean? Just think about Game of Thrones, right? Which is a very, very good show. That last season was pretty trash, though. Like how it ended was definitely unacceptable. But as far as Game of Thrones, right? Like when you saw one kingdom fighting against another kingdom, and something tragic happened to where like how they brutalized the other kingdom, all the other roundabout kingdoms were afraid. Like, damn, like how did that happen? Like you were at the top, but you was brought down to the bottom. Now that's what's being said, right? That's what's being said as far as when it says, yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their king shall be horribly afraid for thee. Yeah, they are going to be afraid for you because how you just got destroyed, how you just got your behind handed to you. Of course they're going to be afraid. And also too, I love this precept because I love this precept right here because I'm going to grab the one in Isaiah 14. I ain't going to say exactly where, but I'm just say Isaiah 14, all right? Because this definitely ties into what's going to happen to America specifically. What's going to happen to this place specifically, okay? Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thabashim Yahushua. How you doing, sis? Most High in Christ. All right, so yeah, it's going to happen. So let's keep going. I'm going to read to verse 11, and then we're going to jump back to verse 15 because that's on the screen, 15 through 21. All right? Let's see here. Okay. All right. Verse 11. Oh, no, it's like I wasn't done with 10. My bad. Yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their king shall be horribly afraid for thee. Like, think about a king like the of the presidents, right? A president is like a king. He runs the entire U.S. He runs Russia. He runs China. All right, like those are like nations of people. All right, or nations. So you want to think of a king in today's time as someone who's ruling a country, and that would be Joe Biden. That would be Putin. I forget who's over China specifically. Is it King June something? Kim June something? I forget his name. But yeah, him. All right, or I guess that's North Korea or South Korea. I forget, but it's one of those. But you get the point, right? So yeah, so they are going to be afraid. You got the king of Israel. You got the king of Palestine. You got the king of Ukraine. Like, and hey, as far as Russia and Ukraine though, that's white on white crime. Hey, that ain't have nothing to do with black people. Let it happen. Because anytime it's a situation when it comes to black on black crime, they don't get involved. They mock you. They don't get involved. They don't invest in you. They don't tell you, hey, calm down, sit down. We need to work this out. No, they allow it. So allow these beasts to fight each other. Allow these beasts of the field to fight each other. Allow Russia, China, America, Israel, Palestine, Iraq, Iran, whomever, let them fight, and you stay out of it. And you just sit back with your popcorn, with your feet kicked up, and watch how the Lord does his work. Don't interrupt the Lord's work with all your support and all your pouring of your love to them. That's disgusting. Why are you showing people love that don't show you no damn love? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Good night. How would you? It's so crazy. Like the more that we love our oppressor or oppressors, I should say, because all the other nations as well, all the other heathens, they hate you even more. Have you noticed that? The more that you sing, the more that you dance for them, they don't like you. They don't give a damn about you. And the proof was this: when Russia was bombing the hell out of Ukraine, and black people were actually in Ukraine, right? Because black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we live everywhere, like the Bible says, all four corners of the earth, right? So when black people were trying to get on the train in Ukraine, Ukrainians tried to jump a couple of black people. I'm sorry, they did. They beat the crap out of them. For what reason? Because they wanted to get on the train. Meanwhile, Ukraine is being oppressed, so to speak, right? So to speak. They are being terrorized, right? But they still have time to terrorize and oppress Black and Hispanics. That's crazy. That's very crazy to me. And I'll give you another example, right? Israel versus Palestine. That's still going on. There's a little bit of a hush hush right now because other wars are happening. But the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, was attacked more than one time. We were attacked in the UK during a public, peaceful speaking about our oppression, and the Palestinians came up to us and said, F your oppression. You are the reason why your oppression is the way it is. Good night. And yet we support them. And when I say we, I'm talking about Black people as a whole, not the ISUPK, because we can care less about what happens to them and their own, because that's not our issues. That's not our problem. So Israel, do your thing, man. Do your thing, Israel. Do whatever you've been doing to them. I can care less. I sleep good at night, not giving a damn. And I pray you Black, Hispanic, Native Indians who are just slaves and have Stockholm Syndrome, I hope the Lord wipes that away from you in some way or some fashion. Because that is absolutely disgusting. But yet we don't have love for each other, but we got love for another people that are not our people. And that clearly states that we are not the same. And we was also attacked in Indiana. Captain Kapash, man, his building, our building was, rammed in by a car because the lady thought that, she was either going to commit, suicide, or she was going to, attack these Jewish people. And she already knew who they were. And these ain't real. I mean, these ain't Jewish people. These are Jews. All right. Because we ain't Jewish. We are Jews. Okay. According to the Bible, Jewish is fake Jews. That's it. But we were attacked, man. Like damn, like what did niggas do to you? What did Black people do to y'all? Not a goddamn thing. Okay. But support. But yet we don't get support. We get hatred. So when America gets bombed, and yes, I live in America, I'm praying every day that this place gets what it deserves because of all the injustice that has happened to God's chosen people. Absolutely. I pray that these prophecies come quick and quicker as they have been. And I just pray that every year we're just seeing a new one and a new one. Okay? Because we are almost home. We are very close to the kingdom. But however, while we are awaiting, or while these wars are kicking off, in the meantime, make sure that you stay working. Make sure that you are on top of your job. Make sure that you check in yourself, your demons. Make sure that you control that household. Control that mouth of yours. Make sure that you put yourself in check all the way. Be disciplined. Change yourself. Because when this place does get destroyed, you don't want the bricks and the buildings. You don't want nothing crumbling down on you. I'm using that as a metaphor. You don't want to be a partaker of this place, of this sin. This place reeks of sin. And if you are a part of that sin, you will be right next to your oppressor. Gone, deceased. You're out of here. All right? You will be just like Egypt, destroyed. Anyway, moving on. I think I said enough. Salakia. Verse 15. When I shall make the land of Egypt desolate, and the country shall be destitute of that whereof it was full. When I shall smite all them that dwell therein, then shall they know that I am I am the Lord. So when I shall make the land of Egypt desolate, the word desolate just means to make it like nothing, right? When you make something desolate, it's just like there's damn near nothing there. So when you look at a ghost town, right, which are all over the earth, right, abandoned places, ghost town is desolate. It means that it has nothing. There's no substance. There's nothing to it. The ground is just dirt, sand. The buildings are just damn near gone. You know what I mean? There's nothing there. It's desolate. It's destroyed. And that's how the Lord did Egypt. And that's how it's going to be for this place called America and everywhere else. Okay? But specifically America, right? And then destitute, off the top of my head, I forget what destitute means. I want to say it's similar. Destitute. God damn it, my phone doing whatever it wants to do. Destitute. All right. Give me 1 second here. God damn it. White man's the devil with all these ads. All right. Yeah. So destitute. Yeah, exactly my point. So lacking something needed or desirable, right? Lacking possessions or resources. That's what destitute is. So it literally has nothing. So the water supply is not the best. It's barely there. No food, no animals. Because you know a place that is flourishing, like a land or a certain place that is flourishing, if there's animals on the land. Because if there's animals on the land, that means that there's food on the land. Because animals go wherever the food is. So that's how you know a place is flourishing. Also, too, if you live anywhere and you see birds in the sky and you see them often around the place that you live, just know that that place has some type of resource. All right. So because birds, so fowls of the air, which are birds or whatever, and beasts of the field, they only go where there are resources, where there's food for survival. That's where they go. And then that's where humans go too. We only go to the places where there are resources, so that way we can survive on that land or in that place. Okay. All right. All right. Get back to the point. So when I shall make the land of Egypt desolate, and the country shall be destitute of that whereof it was full. So he's saying, I'm going to make it desolate and make it destitute, whereas this place used to be full. That's what he's saying. So this place used to be full of everything, of resources, possessions, everything, right? But now I'm going to make it desolate and destitute. You get the point. But he said the country, though, too. So imagine that. Imagine going everywhere, every state, every city, and you can't find nothing in that country. The Most High is nothing to play with. All right? All right. When I shall smite all them that dwell therein. Yeah, he's going to smite. The word smite means that, it means kill or strike. So, like, smiting somebody could be that you killed someone. Unalive somebody. Or smiting could be that you struck somebody, like you physically hit them, right? But in this sense, he said, I smite all them that dwell therein. Yeah, ooh. Yeah. Yeah, the Most High is going to unalive all of them that are in that place of Egypt. And once again, it has happened. Read the book of Exodus. All right? Then shall they know that I am the Lord. Like, when we see certain things happen like COVID-19, you should know that was God. That was Yahweh, the Most High. That was simply because of all the people that were dropping like flies. And then I found it very crazy and ironic. I've never really seen this before, right? I've always read it in the scriptures, but I remember so many people talking about, oh, COVID-19 is not real, it's a hoax, it's man-made, it's going to go away in a couple of months. Some, not all, but most of those people who said those things, they weren't alive. Like I remember a black congressman, I want to say, or either a congressman or a senator or a preacher, something like that, right? They said that COVID-19 will be here until June of such and such year. And a few days later, he caught COVID. And then a week later, he died. I was like, damn. Then a pastor was told not to open up his church because it was too early because of the pandemic. He did it anyway, and he allowed the congregation to come in, and he died from COVID-19 shortly after. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up at all. I was like, good night. And I'm watching this in real time. I seen all the articles. And then you hear later that that person passed away. I'm like, damn. Yeah. COVID-19 was such a real thing because I definitely caught it. I caught it twice. You know what I mean? I caught it twice. Like, and it was wild. All right. That's something I've never been sick like that ever in a day in my life. And I'm a person that don't get sick often. You know what I mean? So I knew that was the Lord, but I didn't mock the Lord. It just happened. We're doing all the traveling. That was on me. But verse 16. This is the lamentation wherewith they shall lament her. The daughters of the nations shall lament her. They shall lament for her, even for Egypt, and for all her multitude, saith the Lord God. Now, there's a book called Lamentations, right? Now, the key word is lament. So lament or lamentation means like a deep sorrow or mourning, right? Think of lamentation when a so-called African-American, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian witnessed their child being unalived. And they get that call. They run up to the scene and they see their child being unalived by the oppressor. That's lamentation. I'll give you another one. Let me see. So yeah, that's police brutality. I mean, there's so many of them, man. It's so many. I mean, all the unaliving that goes on. You know, I mean, just those things that breaks your heart almost. You know what I mean? You know, those things that really, you know, it's very terrible to see or witness. That's lament. It's that deep sorrow and mourn. It's not like regular crying, but it's more like you just lost. You know what I mean? I'll give you one when I forget who mother it was, man. It was either Freddie Gray or Eric Gardner's mother was given hush money. They gave her like $5 million for hush money. When she received that money, that didn't bring her son back because she tried to take her life, man. She was hurting years after. Those mothers of Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Samir Rice, Tyree King, Stephen Clark, Jamar Clark, Sandra Bland, Kareem Gaines, Philando Castile, all these people, man, all the mothers of these men and these sisters, they are still in a state of lamentation. That's hell, man. They still cry. They still sigh. They are in deep sorrow. They lament. But however, with this precept, I read it again. This is the lamentation wherewith they shall lament her. The daughters of the nations shall lament her. They shall lament for her, even for Egypt, and for all her multitude, saith the Lord God. Now, instead of us lamenting, crying, and being in deep sorrow, depression, it's going to happen to them. So when America gets destroyed, the daughters of this nation, meaning the other people, the other nations that are allies with America, yeah, they are going to be, you know, so sad. They're going to cry and sigh because you got to understand, every country is connected. Everything in this earth is connected. You got to think about the business of trading. You know what I mean? Have you noticed that China, they have their goods and their products in America, and then other products like that come from the so-called Hispanic countries, goes to another country, and then one country they trade over here. They're all connected. They have allies. They have friendships. They have contracts with each other. But once one of them gets destroyed, just know they're all going to be in pain and suffering, just like we are in pain and suffering for our people. All right. So, verse 17. It came to pass also in the 12th year, in the 15th day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying. Now, when it says that the words of the Lord came unto me, saying, always understand that the Most High does not speak to you directly. Like how two people will have a conversation, that's not how it goes. The Most High has what is called messengers, right? You have angels who are messengers, right? Because that's what angel is. So, like, y'all bear with me real quick. Salaki, my apologies, y'all. All right, Salaki. All right, so like where was I? All right, yeah. So as far as verse 17, right? So the thing is, the Most High has angels, and angels are messengers, right? So also too, there are men, prophets, and priests like they were in the Bible who are messengers, right? Which is another form of an angel, so to speak. So an angel is simply a messenger, one who sends a message, because angels take orders the from the Most High, just like we as humans, prophets and priests of the Lord, right? We take orders from the men above us, but it comes to all orders come down. Orders don't go up; they go down, right? Because the Most High is over everything and all things. So orders they come down, and that's how we know what to do and how to move, right? So angels, at this like there was a time where angels will come to the men of the Lord and let them know a message. Otherwise, they would disguise themselves as me or you to look like a human being, right? Because angels and human beings are completely different creations, right? Um, so they will come and let them know what was being said and what you need to do. Okay? Like everybody has to answer to somebody, right? Everybody has to answer to somebody, and that's what was going on. The men of the Lord listened to the men above them, and they received those orders and they carried it out and carried it all always out. Okay, and that's how it works. So, never think that the Most High is speaking to someone directly, as far as face to face, because that's impossible. In the sense of the Most High is too powerful for us to see. All right. If you know anything about the burning bush, if you know about the Most High showing, I believe it says showing his face towards the earth, and the mountain started to burn. Like If the Most High, if you were to see the Most High's face, you would be gone. That's how strong and powerful He is. All right. So anyway, let's get back to it. Verse 18: Son of man, wail for the multitude of Egypt, and cast them down, even her, and the daughters of the famous nations, unto the nether parts of the earth, with them that go down into the pit. So, like, let me see what this word means. Well, let me see. It's kind of spelled different. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let me see. This to say express. Okay. So the word is well, right? Wail. Son of man, wail for the multitude of Egypt, and cast them down, even her and the daughters of the famous nations, unto the nether parts of the earth, with them that go down into the pit. So he's saying, like, look, like, like express to them, the sorrow of what has happened to Egypt, and explain it to this place, that place, and this place. All right. You know what I mean? And unto the nether parts of the earth, with them that go down into the pit. And even those that go down into the pit, meaning those that are going to be destroyed, he said, express what just happened here. Express to everybody what just happened here. And he said, Son of Man. Now, Christ wasn't the only one called Son of Man, but Ezekiel was, and so was others. Okay? Verse 19. Whom doest thou pass in beauty? Question mark. Go down and be thou laid with the uncircumcised. So the uncircumcised is the heathens in this context, because um in culture, the only ones that really circumcised the men were the Israelites. Okay. Now also too, uncircumcised too is talking about your heart as well, right? Meaning, if your heart is not, if your spirit or heart is not circumcised, it is not with the Most High. Okay, because circumcised means cut. Uncircumcised means, okay. So think of circumcised as cleansed in a sense, but uncircumcised is more like you're not cleansed. You're dirty, and the heathens are uncircumcised because they are filthy. They are not joined and bonded with the Lord. So they are uncircumcised. But if you are circumcised, you are with the Lord. You have cut out all the things that don't need to be there, so to speak. Okay. So he's doing a play on words to show that the heathens are filthy and disgusting. Okay. That's what's being said. All right. They shall fall in the midst of them that are slain by the sword. She is delivered to the sword. Draw her in all her multitudes. Now, every time it mentions a she, it's talking about a nation of people, usually. And it's just talking about how they are the daughters or the whores of a certain nation. Just like the Babylon is one of the greatest whores. Why is it called a whore? Why isn't it called a whore? Because of all the whoredom that goes on, all the filthiness and wickedness that goes on. Okay? That's why it's called a whore. Because when you think about a hoe, a real hoe is filthy. She's disgusting. She does any and everything. All right? Just does all the vile things. That's why the Most High compares, them to uncircumcised. But also, too, the daughter of Babylon is a whore. All right? Verse, what is it? Yeah, verse 21, last verse. The strong among the mighty shall speak to him out of the midst of hell, with them that help him. They are gone down, they lie uncircumcised, slain by the sword. So the strong among the mighty shall speak to him out of the midst of hell, with them that help him. Hold on. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. So another nation will pretty much be the one who okay. So another strong place, right? Another strong nation shall uh shall speak to the mighty, to a mighty nation out of the midst of hell. So meaning that when one of these other nations are at the bottom, right? When they are at the bottom, they shall speak to another to not be slain, but they are going to be slain anyway. So imagine someone trying to talk their way out of a situation. So one nation is going to try to talk to another nation to where that they don't get themselves destroyed, but it's going to happen anyway. That's what it's speaking about. Okay. So with that, that's pretty much it on that, man. Like that was a lot of information that I gave, but hopefully everybody was able to understand and take it in. Otherwise, too, don't be afraid to ask any questions. Anybody can ask any question that's on your mind, in your notes, so on and so forth. Don't worry about it. All right. So with that being said, I imagine, which means to stand, right? All right. All right. Once again, I imagine, we're finding half it down. Rise and face the east. Y'all want to get into the Lord's Prayer? All right, in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malachwatka, Taba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barakazah, Kawah, Hayah, Rashamayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Rasalakanawa, Kawawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Taba'anawa, Wanasayawan, Akbar, Awashinawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Ka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wata La Awalamia, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tuzalka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Layala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Korah, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Taza'afka, Waba with Afka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Pakak, the power in Hebrew, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathanlanawa, Pakak, Bar Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Manawa, Pakak, Latahor, Hamatazarian, Pakak, Hakim, Matthew, Pakak, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarishan, by Shemel Washai, the water Aman, the power in English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, our King. Thank you, so be it. Right. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Vayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. If you have a loved one that you want to pray for, put their name in the chat, and we will say the name. Otherwise, once again, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the angels, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, all of Israel, all those dead in Israel, may they rise again in the kingdom. Right? Salafi. All right. I don't see none yet. All the brothers and sisters watching in the chat online. All right. Bashemel Washai Tawada Aman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Yasha'Allah in the school. Bless He'll show protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, our King, thank you. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Aka Karash, Aka Shakwat, O Kayahana, Awabika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ach, Amaka, Yahweh Yomwa, Sawada, Wayatha Yat Hazawa, Altaza Pawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakat Yadam, Magoya, Wala'a Yasakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Awida, Kaya, Nawai Hazawa, Lafa, Yakatwa, Awyaka, Bariak, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashama Alayam, Mo'awa, Wargarden, Kafal, Wamawan, Wamalat, Halasha, Anyashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadia, Kasayasa Ra'a, Hayawa, Daman, Translated. Tayabian, Panakol, Yashwan, Nashamat, Bayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shathamba, Nada, Ya, Mawa, Kaira, Mukazabak, Mukazor Mana, Karnashir Kumbu, Ashar, Amaru, Arasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shathamba, Kabagala, Kakwach, Panyarawaka, Ka'ash, Tabaria Ira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harim, Kanthar Tatma, Basarakan, Basawa Patka, Alaham, Mala'a, Tanyaham, Walawan, Wayaba Kwaswa Shaka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahova, Ayai, Wayakapawa, Wayabatwa, Wayadaiwa, Kiyatha, Shaka, Yahweh, Labatka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharakazah. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off and be a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, the Baal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the habits of the Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which bears at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, making nobles like Arib, like Zee, yea, are the princes as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burning for wood, and as the flames at the mountains on fire. To persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled and forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. ISUK power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refused to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary, to evil the curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies and Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, House Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any like people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all, that is, the angels who have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. Sorry, which means to turn. All right, that concludes the Sabbath service. Shalom, Israel.